We got a whole lot of new money though. Raindrop, drop, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, dot. Cooking up dope in the pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody with the trick, nobody. All of the gang and they coming to gang. Got me a river to do with my shit.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday morning. Welcome to BetSPRESSO in the morning time. Excited to have you guys with us right here on the Betting News Network. That is Shaggy Bets. My name's Sweatpan Jesus. Dude, just the two of us today, my man. Let's go. I used to do this all the time. Yeah, hi, producer Soak that's not here. Excited to have you guys here. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel, brought to you by our sponsors at BetOnline. We were actually just talking about BetOnline for a little while. Appreciate you guys for sponsoring the channel. Get that $1,000 deposit bonus on all the amazing college football action for week 4 right there. Get the $1,000 deposit and $10 dropped into your account by using that QR code at the top corner of the screen. Woo! I know we say this all the time, but Shaggy and I actually use it every single day. And they do have the best lines in the industry. And I know that there's a lot of other benefits to using all of their books. And as we talk about, you should have money in all different books or even have accounts everywhere for because you never know when a line's going to be 100%. Different. But
I've got 10
overall,
as you should.
As you should, indeed. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys are having a great start to your Saturday. Huge day today, man. Last week's college football slate was a little bit kind of meh. Today's very tasty. I know you and Colby talked a lot about it on Up Your Units yesterday with Matt Fortuna. I definitely tuned in for a little bit talking with him about seeing him kind of discuss with you guys about some of these big lines today. What was it like? What was it like talking with somebody else that kind of dives a little deeper into college football than normal?
Oh, dude, it's great. I'm a college sports sicko, football and basketball. So is Colby, obviously. So it's great to find others in the space, and Matt's a great follow. He's a very smart guy. Follows all college football very deep. That head is fire,
dude. Best hat I've ever bought, I think.
But no, it was sick because Matt was up tweeting about the Pac-12 after dark. In that Washington State San Jose State game that came down to the final play. So no, it was great talking to him. Very knowledgeable guy, and like I said, just great to have someone as passionate about college sports as me and Colby are.
Well, I mean, since we started the channel, you were kind of the only one on the original OG Betting News team that was carrying the load of college football and college basketball. And now
all
you got
these
some friends.
Dudes be typing in the group chat, and then I'd hit them with a, "Hey, do you guys want to bet Northwestern State Tech under 146.5?"
Oh, the old
said, "Who?
States.
Who's that?"
I'll give you your flowers, though, man. I'll give you your flowers. You're the only person. And I mean, even now that we have Colby and our team has grown and everything like that, you are legitimately the only person that I will blind tail in college sports. So, there you go. Because you get the best sell jobs.
Hey, hear that, everybody? Vsauce, bat signal, everyone, huh? Hear that?
Yeah.
Listen to the boss man here. Listen to the boss man.
They know. Yeah, I know how to butter my biscuits.
I mean, I grew up watching, Jayhawk basketball with my dad, college football, just all day Saturday on the couch. So yeah, I just grew to love watching college kids, and then I figured out you can bet on it too. So
I know. Well, you got college basketball, in like 60 days, 55 days, something like that?
Less than that, yeah. God, are we
month and a half?
Are we in the 40s now? We might be. First week in November. So we're so close.
Close. Well, it's going to be fun. But we got a huge college football slate today. Real quick before we dive into the slate today, and we got your fastest 2 minutes. We are going to talk about some NFL tomorrow too. Shaggy and I both have hella plays all over the NFL slate. We will talk about it a lot tomorrow on Gridiron Gang at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central tomorrow. So be sure to come and hang out with us. We'll talk about some fantasy implications and go through the slate tomorrow before the NFL gets rocking and rolling. But I want to get your thoughts on the Pac-12, because obviously the Pac-12 has decided to resurrect itself and it seems like they're adding more and more teams. I don't know if it's finalized. I saw some news about it yesterday or the day before. Did you guys talk about it on the show yesterday? What is your thoughts on the Pac-12 returning?
So we didn't talk about it yesterday. We talked about it on Up Your Units the day that news came out. The Pac-12, who this year only consists of Oregon State and Washington State, has added, I think they added 4 teams from the Mountain West to the conference. Boise State, San Diego State, Colorado State, and someone else that I'm at. Fresno, maybe Fresno hopped over. As an absolute lover of Mountain West college basketball, it makes me want to cry because I mean those games are just so gritty and nasty, and what college basketball is all about. Every game feels like a rivalry game in that conference, and they're tearing it apart in front of my very eyes. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm upset personally. I don't have a soft spot or whatever for the Pac-12, so I would rather Oregon State and Washington State just hop on over to the Mountain West, make the Mountain West the new Power 5 conference. That's fine with me. I think they're more than capable. But good for the Pac-12, I guess, but sad for me who loves Mountain West basketball.
I just don't understand it. Like, why did the Pac-12 disband?
It's all about money. USC and Washington and Oregon all wanted more football money. So where are they going to get that? The Big Ten. That's what Texas and Oklahoma wanted too. They wanted more. Well, yeah, exactly. So it's all about money. I still remember the first time there was like some realignment when, Nebraska left the Big 12 for the Big 10. Colorado left for the Pac-12. The Big 12 added West Virginia and TCU. Texas A&M left. So like it doesn't make any sense. I'm sure, whomever makes that decision, the higher ups at the universities, it all makes sense to them. But it's all just money, dude. It's got to be.
It's all money. All the time with everything.
They certainly don't care about the kids because some of the travel schedules for these kids are freaking ridiculous this year.
I wonder if it's because now that they have NIL deals, they can kind of just say like, well, you're making money now, so get to work, boys.
No, I hadn't even thought of that, but honestly, maybe you're making more than a lot of people at this university. So we're going to treat you like a real employee.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. Just on the surface, that seems like a pretty straightforward response to that. But
I would agree. I would agree with that thinking.
All right. Well, we got a huge slate of games today. We're going to spend a little more time kind of diving into the two big matchups today. One in the big house, USC taking on Michigan, and then also we're going to talk about the game later tonight between UT and Oklahoma, a new SEC showdown. Should be a fun one. So Shags will give you guys thoughts on both of those. We are going to do a giveaway today as well for all you guys that are tuned in. So if you're in the chat, drop a dub. We are going to be giving away a mug today just for hanging out with us. And also it's getting close to the time where hot coffee makes more sense. It's the iced coffee season is kind of turning the page, and the hot coffee is right around the corner. So we're going to give away a mug to one of you guys in the chat just for hanging out with us as always. We're also like 9 followers away from 2,000 on Twitch.
So close.
And we're so close to 2K, dude. And it's September as well. So if you want to drop a sub, you're getting a discount on the subs for the rest of the month. So if you're feeling so frisky this morning, go ahead and drop a sub, man. You get a discount. It helps the channel. We'll always be here for free. And if you want to watch ads, then you do that. But if not, if you hit a parlay recently, give us a sub. We appreciate it. All right, man. Let's get to it. Let's dive in. I'll let you do your fastest 2 minutes. Give everybody the plays that they're also desperate for, and then we'll kind of hone in on a couple of the big matchups. So let me get my timer ready here for what we got for the kids.
7 plays today, Chad. I just added one that I also made a TikTok about this, but I did not add this last play in the TikTok because I did not have it on the card yet. Just for the kids in the chat. Yeah, exactly. Have no fear. All right. I did actually just tweet out the cards. So there it is if you miss it.
Go check it out. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1. Off you go.
All right, chat. So I needed some action at 11 o'clock here in less than an hour. So I took a little homer pick. Don't tail this. The Jayhawks on the money line at plus 105 going into West Virginia. They've beaten this team 2 years straight now. And just looking at these two teams who don't look great, I think the Jayhawks' problems are much more fixable than the Mountaineers are. Conference game makes it tough to go on the road and win, but I'll take the bait on the Jayhawks at plus money. Game at the Big House. We will talk about this one, but I am backing the Trojans on the spread at -5.5 is the number that I got before the movement all the way down to 4.5 now. We're also taking their running back, Mr. Woody Marks, over his 15.5 receiving.
You have 45 seconds.
We'll discuss more later. Utah and Oklahoma State Big 12 showdown. We're fading the Cowboys, taking their team total under 27.5. I love this Utah front seven. I think they force Ollie Gordon Jr. I think they stop Ollie Gordon Jr., force Bowman to beat
1 minute.
They can't do it. The running back for Utah, Micah Bernard, he's going to get tons of carries. 80.5 rushing yards is what I'm looking for. Whether it's Cam Rising or Isaac Wilson in the backfield, they're going to look to take some pressure off them. So feed me carries for the running back. Tennessee and Oklahoma, we're going with a player prop. The Sooners quarterback Jackson Arnold over 23.5 rushing yards. The dude is their leading rusher. He is literally this team's leading rusher in terms of carries and rushing yards. The dude's going to scramble.
30 seconds.
To be running for his life. So give me Mr. Jackson Arnold over 23.5 rushing yards. And last but not least, we're going to Folsom Field, Boulder, Colorado, Baylor, and Colorado. We're rooting for points over 50.5 in this Big 12 showdown. Neither of these defenses can stop anybody. Shedeur Sanders actually looked
10,
solid last weekend.
9,
I'll take my cap to
8,
him. So he's going to
7,
put some points up
6,
on the board today.
5,
It's in
4,
Boulder.
3, 2, 1.
It's on my Twitter, don't worry.
That's how it's done, boys and girls. Who needs Boomer? Who needs Chris Berman?
No,
We got Shaggy Betts.
I love Boomer.
He is. He's the best. I do enjoy his fastest 2 minutes, but you do it justice as well.
You can do a lot in 2 minutes. Let me tell
Oh,
you.
baby. You can do a lot in less than 2 minutes, Aloha.
Yeah,
You know
right.
the deal.
You don't even need all 120 seconds sometimes.
All right, now. Well, we have a special guest, which I wasn't expecting today. Which he's made a lovely appearance. He can't stay away.
He's also got the Tennessee hat on, I see. VOLS.
Good time to talk about the two big games of the day. So let's bring him up.
Definitely.
Hello, Mr. Marcio. Welcome to the show. How you doing?
No hype good for this guy.
Well, how day, my brothers. Oh, I just realized my name's really long. Hold on, brothers. Hold on.
That's not the only thing that's really long if you're joining us on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Well.
Oh, yeah. Get over Rocky Top.
Hey, aloha, keep it down. I already had to get new ones.
All right, now. Hello,
You know
Mr.
what
Marcio.
sucks? I got to break these in for another 15 years.
It's unfortunate. I can't believe you threw it away just because you just landed on the
automatic
outside.
panic. It was a panic. It was a super panic.
I know. We all
You
saw your
went and
face.
got it back. Like, if you were going to throw it away, you might as well just left it.
They were ready to leave. Hello, boys.
Hello.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Happy Saturday.
Glad to have you here. Well, since you're here, we got the two big matchups. Let's just go ahead and dive in since you talked about that UT game. Let's go ahead and talk about the UT game. UT taking on Oklahoma. The new, maybe, I don't know, US SEC rivalry. This game is tonight. What time's this game kick off, boys? Like 6 o'clock Central, 6:30 Central?
Yeah. It's a good old-fashioned SEC matchup, you know. Oklahoma's been in the SEC for years, months, whatever the word I'm looking for here. Just like last night with a classic SEC ACC matchup of Stanford and
Syracuse.
Who cares? Because Stanford Stanford went out and won outright. Almost cussed. It was a good game.
Don't know
I'm
for
locked
granted.
in.
Don't worry.
Keep it for granted.
Hey, it's not your scheduled day. Grandma might not be
She don't
here.
know I'm on. She don't know I'm
That's
on.
true. She doesn't follow the noties, so she don't know. All right, boys. Well, Oklahoma, both teams ranked. Oklahoma's 15th, Tennessee's 6th in the country right now. 3-0. Vols look very dangerous. Maybe one of the best offenses in the entire country. The spread is 6.5 towards Tennessee. Oklahoma 6.5 point underdogs. What's the moves on this one, guys? What do we think?
It's been cabbage patching all week long. That number's been dancing. But 6.5, I've mentioned it a few times, and I think Shaggy agrees with me. 6.5 is the only number to take if you like Tennessee. Anything else, you do not want 7. You don't want 7.5. I mean, if you like the push,
Sit it out.
I'm not a push guy. I want to either win or lose. I don't want my money back because I put it out intending to possibly win or lose. That's a hot take by me. I know a lot of people might disagree. I'm not.
disagree.
I take your pushes.
I pushes.
I don't mind them. I just would rather win. You know what I mean? I just want to win. The under is also a fantastic play. I know it kind of sounds contradictory because I said that Oklahoma hasn't had a good defense since, I don't know, Bosworth. The Big 12 has never had defenses. It's always been just outperform your opponent on the on the offensive end. However, this is a game you get out of bed for. If you're not getting out of bed in Norman, Oklahoma this morning, you shouldn't be playing this sport. This is honestly, I'm very excited for this game. It's so early in the season to actually get a good feel for these two teams. So it's just like one of those, who's good? This is where you find out who's good, and this is where you find out the trajectory of these two teams for the remainder of the year. Everyone's crapping on Arnold this year. I'm an OU guy, but today,
Really?
Mom made a comment yesterday because I'm on the Mets today that I'm not a true Yankees fan. Sorry, I'm married to the gambling game instead of a paycheck from a team that'll never know I exist.
Facts, 100%. Actually, for the newsletter today, which we have a newsletter if you guys want to get involved, it goes out every single week, kind of gives you guys all the landscape of the week. I had a question, and it was baseball related. So I'll give you the trivia question that happened in the newsletter this week. So Shohei Ohtani obviously just made history by becoming the only player in MLB history to go 50-50 with 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases. It's looking like he's wanting to go 60-60 because what has he got? 52 home runs now, 51.
How many games left? 9?
Next Sunday's the last day.
So the question I had is which of these legends in the MLB is not a member of the 40 and 40 club?
Ooh.
So Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez, Alfonso Soriano, and Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey.
That's where my mind would go to, is Ken Griffey. But
well done, Jets.
Yeah.
Because Alfonso did it with the Nationals. A-Rod did it with Seattle. Bonds, it's Bonds.
Bonds, right.
It's
a really short list.
Did it too. Yeah.
What was that?
Jose did it too.
Jose. People forget a home run went off his head.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, Jack, what do you think about the UT game? Are you on the same side? Do you like the Vols?
I like the Vols. I didn't take the Vols. I was staring at that number all week, but I couldn't bring myself to take that 6.5. Just being on the road, and I mean, Colby said it. There's going to be defense in this game, like people maybe aren't expecting. I've seen a lot of love on the under.
I agree.
I like the over, but
I only sprinkle
not betting
the under. I'm not letting people I'm not posting my card having the under because I got limited on the boost, and I was just like, you know what?
No,
I know some smart people that are on this. I'll ride with that. But
right.
I had to have something on this game because it's one of those games I really want to be invested in.
Yeah.
And it's a game where you find out, is Tennessee's offense really that damn good? You really played nobody.
No, I agree. Tennessee. Well, here's the thing. What about NC State? I think
you find out who they are today. You find out who they are today against Clemson. Oh,
because I mean, Oklahoma struggled against the Houston team that's not good. Houston is not good. They beat them by 4. They only put up 16 points. So I don't know. And
it's still September. It's not like we're having this discussion in November.
Exactly.
If we wouldn't even be second guessing ourselves if it was November because strength and schedule is college.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean? That is all the way our.
We would have 5 SEC games already under our belt for Oklahoma. Not this is the first one. The number 16.
Also, it's a hypo revenge game. It's a hypo revenge game. He was fired by Oklahoma a decade plus ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's awake. He's been awake for at least 5 hours.
So I have a 100% boost.
Okay.
My question is, because I think I want to use it on this game in comparison to the USC Michigan game, unless you guys have a stronger side direction on USC Michigan.
If you want to enjoy some college football, it's this game.
I'm probably going to watch this game later, and I think a lot of people are.
This game, it's not in the afternoon.
So
it sucks
my question
it's not 11. It sucks it's not in an hour.
But I mean, it's going to be fun. Sunday, Friday, Saturday night, you're getting the vibes moving, or you're chilling at home watching this game. I mean, I get it. My question is, I can take Tennessee minus 3.5, which if I use the boost, it gets it to plus 125. The other direction I could go is take Oklahoma like plus 9.5 or plus 10.5 and buy their total up or buy that spread up and go that way. And it's about the same odds. If you had to choose
Oklahoma.
Take the Sooners like plus 10.5.
Yeah.
Really?
Homer, we'll go outside soon.
I was thinking UT minus 3.5 and just hope they win by a touchdown.
I just think it's gonna be close.
I kind of would go Tennessee route with the boost personally. I do think Tennessee's offense is that good. I get they haven't played anybody besides putting up 50 points against an NC State defense that's pretty good. I would wish you could get it to 2.5, so you can get that field goal in there. But
I know.
But at least
I think that's probably
like a 28-24.
But I mean, what's the highest you could get Oklahoma at?
10.5.
That's 2
10.5.
scores.
Oh, 10.5. Yeah, 10.5.
That's why I said Oklahoma. I'm like, you're giving me double digits?
Yeah, no, 10. Yeah, 10 double digits plus the hook. Yeah, take the Sooners for sure with that boost.
Because I can do Oklahoma plus 10.5, take it with the 100% boost, and then I get it to plus 108.
I think I had the same boost, and I actually took the Vols money line, and I parlayed it with Arnold's 25 plus rushing yards. So I just took my prop.
I really regret using mine on the under because that would have been such a better play. Just put on a player.
I can't bet that on this book in my state, unfortunately, because this is not BetOnline right now. But the other option I could do is
go to BetOnline.
You can go to BetOnline then. The other option I could do is take Tennessee money line and parlay it with USC money line.
I like that personally. I know that's chalky. That's
Clemson in there.
That's 2 road favorites against in top 20 matchups, but I like that personally. I actually got a 105% boost on that USC Michigan game. I boosted USC's money line all the way to plus 107.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, now I don't know what to do.
But I'm on there 5.5 straight anyways, so.
Well, let's go ahead and I'll think about it a little more. Before the end of the show, I'll have something to.
I just realized I have no games at 11. What is at all the NC State games at 11? That's all right. I'll watch it. I'm not going to bet on it, though. That game's gross.
See, that's why I took PayU money line. I wanted some 11 a.m. action.
Did you guys see how the Wazoo game ended yesterday?
Yes.
No,
How did it end, Shaggy? Tell us. How did it end?
The San Jose State, the quarterback.
Yes. How did the game end?
They stormed the field.
Yes. No one's ranked. How are you going to storm the field and no one's ranked?
It's a Friday night on a college campus, man.
Boise State next week. Who cares what the number is?
Boise State, is that it?
Yeah, they're minus 6.5 right now. I'm gonna wait. They're playing like Pacific.
Is it in Boise?
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
Wait.
All right, hang on.
Wait, Boise's playing who? Sorry.
They're playing like Sac State.
Oh, I love Sac State.
I'm pretty sure it's like Sac State. They're gonna kill them.
Oh, I can't even use the 100% boost on that parlay. All right, I'm just going to take Oklahoma. So you guys sure Oklahoma plus 10.5? That's the move?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of UT minus 3.5?
To move that spread, yes. I agree.
Okay.
I think it's definitely going to be within double digits either way.
Okay. Hey, I mean, if we lose and Tennessee looks like fucking rock stars, that means they're probably going to go. They may even win the Natty, if that's the case. The other option. All right, I've got one more choice. No, never mind. All right. All right, what do you guys think about this Michigan USC game? What's the thoughts there?
That's Shags.
I like the Trojans, man. We talked about this on Upper Units yesterday with Matt Fortuna, and he made a great point of Michigan's bringing in – they're starting a new quarterback. They're bringing in this new guy at quarterback
who was supposed to be the starter in week 1 all offseason. And I guess he wasn't ready. They went with Davis Warren instead. Now 3 weeks in, you're throwing this guy in. Fortuna said it best. It feels very desperate for this offense that hasn't been able to do anything. We saw them look horrendous against Texas. And, this USC defense is very much improved from last season. The offense is clicking as well. We saw what Texas offense was able to go into the big house and do against this Michigan defense. I see USC doing something similar. They might not be as high caliber offensively as Texas is, but they're still clicking on all cylinders. So I like the Trojans. I took them at 5.5 before the line did all its dancing and now settled around 4.5. So go ahead and get a better line than I did. But yeah, Aloha, you're right. He's a dual threat guy too. So they're going to rely too much on him to run, Edwards to run, Mullings to run. And I like the USC front to be able to stop them and force them to use his arm, which isn't good. So I like the Trojans by a touchdown. I also took their running back, Woody Marks, over his 15.5 receiving yards. He's averaging 23.5 yards per game on the season, but he's only cleared it in 1 of 2 contests. However, he's caught 3 passes coming off a game with 37 receiving yards. Against this Michigan front 7, you don't really want to run, but they're very blitz heavy. It'd be perfect for a little dump off screen to the running back. And I trust Lincoln Riley to get that guy involved because he's just such a playmaker. So USC minus 5.5, and then Woody Marks over 15.5 receiving yards. It might have gone up to 18.5. I still like it there though. I think he'll get 20 plus.
Palmer had a question, but she got scared. So
Yeah.
she ran away.
Bring it on, Palmer.
Do you like USC that it's moved now to 4.5?
Yeah,
Obviously, if it's lower.
That doesn't scare me. Like line movement, that doesn't scare me. I would expect people to still be backing Michigan because of the quarterback switch. And part of me would argue that's a reason to stay off of this game completely. We don't know what
weird. College is weird. You get the backup, and you think if you're an NFL minded fan, you're like, oh, this guy's gonna suck. No, this guy's a 5-star recruit.
Exactly. Well, Caleb Williams, he was the backup at OU, and then came in that one game and took over the job.
I'm like, oh my god, this is the number 1 recruit.
Right. Dude, he did that spin move on that 40-yard run. It was like, who is this guy?
And he still thinks he can do that with the NFL.
Yeah.
Not playing Pac-12 defenses anymore, Caleb. Also,
I need to ask you guys, not to go in an NFL topic, but we're
going to talk about it in a minute. So
what is the media doing with the CJ Stroud, talking to him post game? What are we I had to watch it 5 times to understand what they were getting at.
Trying to stir.
There's nothing there. I think it's just because
Caleb was clickbait.
I think because Caleb was but he was
They're
just
clickbait, dude.
He could have been holding in tears. He could have been holding in tears.
The mainstream news isn't entertaining enough, so they have to talk about shit like that.
You got to make up something. It's like the whole conversation. It's like the Mel Kiper thing. It's just to create conversations around. It's like the reason why they didn't include Caitlin Clark on did you guys see the WNBA post the image of the 8 teams that made the playoffs? And it's all the main players from the teams on the graphic.
They put Boston.
And they used Kelsey Mitchell instead of Caitlin Clark. Which she's a veteran, and I get it, but they had Asia Wilson, they had all the other superstars from the individual teams, and they just didn't include Clark. And I think it was just a ploy to get people to comment on the graphic, which it worked. So we had 2 million impressions, but stupid. Wow. All right, so on this we'll talk about. I want to find out what to do with this USC game, and then we'll talk some NFL since you kind of brought it up, Colby.
Yeah.
I have a boost for this one too. I have a 50% boost. I could.
I feel like we're doing a group chat live.
I mean, this is helpful for the people. They need to know. I mean, they don't know as much football as you guys do.
Come on, put your phone numbers in and socials.
Yeah, let us know.
Also, happy birthday to Paul. Can we get a bang for Paul? Happy birthday,
Paul. Let's go.
Paulie, you're going to be receiving a little betting news basket today. Well, I don't know. A little funky
Basket of
little
love.
situation. Basket of love. Congratulations.
This might be comment of the year. This might be the comment of the year.
Nice. Tennessee minus 3.5.
Let's go.
I already booked the plus 10.5. If Tennessee wins by 2 touchdowns, I'll just bitch to these boys later. So I can take USC minus excuse me, minus 1.5 or minus 186 with the boost that gets it to minus 124. You like that? Or should I just take, let me see here. If I do the 2.5.
I was gonna say, what do you get for the 2.5? Because I would say just
minus 113. Doesn't move the needle.
Austin, you don't want to know.
See, it's tough because like here's the thing.
I don't like the 3.5.
This is also a game that like it would probably make sense to just move Michigan up too.
What's the money line? What would you pay on the money line?
As much shit as I'm talking on their offense, like
it's in the big house too. I mean,
exactly. It's still a home game. It's still a conference game,
and that number's tied into the big house.
Exactly. So I mean, you could probably get like 8.5. Plus
SBJ, what's the price on USC money line with the boost?
It's not. Well, I mean, the minus 1.5 only made it minus 114. If I take USC money line with the boost, it's minus 122.
I mean,
I think that's probably your best bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eliminate any sort of spread.
2.5 cents.
You're not paying much juice. You're still, I mean, in terms of value, you're getting value on that pick. You know, they should not be a minus 122 money line. So,
aloha. I love that.
No, yeah, that scrumptious.
He scored his first touchdown last week. Wow, it took him 8 years.
Yeah.
Dude,
okay.
we won it with all Mollings.
I wish 2 weeks ago we were all in Chicago together and we were spraying fucking college props. It was awesome. Okay. Before we talk about NFL, we're going to swing to NFL now. Do you guys have any other thoughts on the games? Chad, if you have any questions about some college games today, Shaggy and Colby also put a lot of scribbles out at Betting News. They also put their cards out on Twitter. You guys can go check it out. Get involved. If you got any questions about some games right now, drop them in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to talk a little bit about NFL tomorrow. We are going to talk all about it tomorrow on Gridiron Gang, so we're not going to blow our load too much, but we'll kind of discuss it a little bit. But before we do that, let's do a giveaway. Woohoo! We're going to give away a mug. So nice and frisky in honor of Paul's birthday. You know, well, in honor also just you guys being awesome. We're going to give away one of these bad boys, Peep Scribbles mugs. You guys can go buy one in the store if you haven't already.
Hold on. Can we just pull up Corbin Barrel's pictures? Because they're better than the stock photos we have. No offense.
They are.
That was awesome.
Oh,
that
for
was
sure.
Awesome.
He modeled the shit.
He went all out. Yeah, he did.
He bought like so much. He bought so much stuff, which was awesome. And he looked great in it too. Shags, can you do the duck race or do you need me to do it?
Yeah, I got you. I'm already on it.
Okay, sweet.
Drop some W in chat.
Uncle Tone Goat, don't worry. I'm already with you, brother. We'll talk about it in a second. Drop some W's.
No, Austin, I don't. So I took his receiving this game. The Michigan's rushing defense is really good, so I see USC attacking it more from the air. So no, 100+ yards. I know that's a laddered line anyways, but I wouldn't really look for his rushing yards today personally. But you know what's going to happen now. So.
Still like it. All right. Let's do the giveaway. Then you can drop your PODs real quick for Jesus before we move to NFL, and then you guys can talk some NFL. Ready to rumble, duckies?
Oh yeah, hold up. One more time. Let me make sure I got everybody in here. How many seconds?
Let's do 20. It's plenty.
Beautiful.
Do 20.
All right,
Chad.
perfect. We got 20 names.
Can you do a 1 second? Is there a 1 second available?
You
Imagine.
can.
I think it's only.
Not
really?
make it whatever.
Just.
I
I kind of want to see it.
Yes, Chan Daddy. Devin Neal's feasting. All right, ready?
Hi, Chander. Let's get it.
Set.
Ooh, it's an ace. It's an ace. It's an ace. It's an ace. All right. Oh, wow. No early movement. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Get up, Duck. Uncle Tone! Yeah, first time viewer. Let's go. What up, Uncle Tone? Bang. Congratulations. And we know he's real because he was commenting earlier.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Uncle Tone, thanks for stopping by. I've never seen you in chat before. If you've been here before, we appreciate you. If you're first time chatter, welcome to the fucking channel, baby. You get to win this bad boy right here, mug from us, Peeps Scribbles Betting News. Appreciate you. Get in touch with us. If you DM us, either comment on something if we're not following you on Betting News at Your Betting News on Twitter. Oh, okay. I've never seen this name in chat. Have you guys seen this name in chat before?
I
Never.
not often,
Uncle
but
Goat.
Let's go. Uncle
But hey,
Goat.
we have a lot of chatters that don't comment that often. But we appreciate you, dude. Thanks so much. Get in touch with us on Twitter. Like I said, you can either DM me at SweatPantJesus, comment on something, or at Your Betting News, or one of these guys. We'll figure it out and we'll get it shipped off to you. Appreciate the support. All right, boys, let's talk about some NFL, and then we'll. Oh, real quick, give Jesus your PODs. You want to go run through them real fast? Your PODs in the college slate today.
Here we go. Don't tail. I just wanted action at 11 a.m. Jayhawks on the money line at West Virginia. Do tail this one, though. The Trojans -5.5 in the big house, and Mr. Woody Marks over his 15.5 receiving yards, running back for USC. Big 12 showdown. We're fading the Cowboys. Oklahoma State team total. Oh, sorry. That's their team total. I didn't put that. Oklahoma State team total under 27.5. I really like this Utah front seven. Think they're going to slow down Ollie Gordon. But then we are going to take the Utah running back over his 80.5 rushing yards, 100 plus in his last two games. I think he'll see plenty of groundwork tonight. Tennessee and Oklahoma, taking Oklahoma's quarterback Jackson Arnold over his 23.5 rushing yards. He's going to be running for his life, and he's Oklahoma's leading rusher. So he's going to make some plays with his legs. And in Boulder, we're rooting for points. Baylor and Colorado over 50.5. Shadur Sanders actually looked very good. The Colorado offense was great. Neither of these defenses can stop anybody, so give me points in Boulder.
Sexy. Colbs, you want to say your two faves real quick before we talk NFL?
Yeah, we'll fade the biggest upset in college football history, and we'll be taking the Buffalo plus 14 today. What's another one? You know, yesterday with Wazoo, we're taking the other side of last week's Apple Cup, and we're taking Washington -10 against Northwestern. They just got screwed by a bunch of penalties and a bunch of mistakes. They should have won that game. They dominated the entirety of that game in terms of yardage and stuff. Now they're in Evanston in the night game. It's not an 11 o'clock game. They don't have to get up and travel and have a morning game in Evanston, not Chicago. It's a night game. So they should be ready to go. The Huskies should be ready to roll. 10 shouldn't be that terrible. The Northwestern's Northwestern. It's not one of those Northwestern years where they're surprisingly good.
Right. Good stuff. There you go, Jesus. Just for you. There's the PODs. Also, if you missed out the beginning part of the show, there it is for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's swing. Let's talk about tomorrow. NFL Week 3. Some nice matchups tomorrow. I actually did a player prop piece. If you guys want to go peep the scribbles at Betting News, I'm going to give you guys mine. I'm going to just roll through mine real fast, boys. I'm just going to kind of plow through my 5 props, and we can talk about some sides and some totals that you guys have as well. I know you got a couple props too, Shags. First one that I have already got mentioned in the chat from the guy who won the mug. Congratulations. Alvin Kamara, over 63.5 rushing yards. I got good line on this. I think it's 64.5 or 65.5 on some books in some places. I don't care. Take it, whatever line it is right now. The Saints are taking on the Eagles this week. Should be a good game between two teams, and we're going to find out if the Saints are for real this week. 2.5-point favorites are the Saints. The Eagles are really struggling stopping the run right now. Kind of a lot of teams are struggling stopping the run because of that damn too high. But that's okay, because we're going to take it. We're going to take advantage of it. Over 63.5, I think he has a chance to get 100 yards again. He's hit this line in the first 2 weeks of the season. And like I said, the Eagles bottom 10 in stopping the run. Love this line. Love this play. My favorite play of the week. Next, in the Cowboys game, the Cowboys taking on the Ravens. Another big game for this week. I love CeeDee Lamb in this matchup. I know you like the Cowboys too, Colby. We'll talk about that in a second. But give me CD. I think CD has an opportunity to have a massive game this week. He only had 4 catches last week against the Saints when the Cowboys got dusted, however, and had 90 yards and a touchdown. The Ravens sneakily have the worst pass defense in the NFL, allowing the most yards through the first 2 weeks of the season. They've also allowed a 100-yard receiver in both games with Rashee Rice week 1 and Devontae Adams week 2 against the Raiders. So give me CD. I think he's going to light him up this week. I like his touchdown as well. Last, Tony Pollard over 59.5 rushing yards. I've taken this week 1 and week 2. Well, let's just take it again because it's cash both weeks. They haven't really moved this line accordingly. The Packers taking on the Titans. Titans at home in this game. I also like the Titans. We'll talk about that in a minute, even though they're my team. But this is my favorite play in the game. Tony Pollard is the number 1 back. Tajay Spears is the guy who's split in the backfield with. I think that Tajay's a little bit banged up with his ankle. I don't know if he's going to be 100% in this game. It doesn't matter, though. Tony Pollard's been hitting this line with consistency. The Packers are bottom 10 as well, stopping the run. And I think he has a chance to get 60+ again, maybe even 80+. And I like his touchdown, too, for some plus money. I lied. Last one, Jordan Mason, over 89.5 rushing yards. The 49ers, oh, shit, I forgot. This is all off the dome, and I can't remember who the 49ers are playing. Who are the 49ers playing, boys? The Cardinals. Cardinals.
Oh, the Rams.
Oh, the Rams. Sorry, the Rams.
Yeah.
Jordan Mason, over 89.5 rushing yards. Niners taking on the Rams in this matchup, another afternoon game. Actually, no, I think this one's at noon. They didn't set this line accordingly last week. I think it was like 70.5, which was an absolute joke. He had 100 yards again on the ground. They didn't move it up high enough for me. I like the 89.5 rushing yards in this matchup. I think he can flirt with 100+. The Rams are the worst rushing defense in the NFL right now. And the 49ers are very banged up. No Christian McCaffrey, no Deebo Samuel. I think George Kittle also just got ruled out either yesterday or he's game time decision. He's out too. Who the fuck else is going to get the football? Jordan Mason's probably going to get 20 to 25 carries again, and this Rams defense is not stopping anybody on the ground. So give me Jordan Mason over 89.5. You can also ladder this to 100+ if you want. There we go. Some props for the kids. All right. What are some of you guys' favorite plays? I know you talked about it a bunch yesterday as well. But what are some things that you guys like on the board for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll take it right to Sunday night. Get the homer pick out of the way as my Chiefs go to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. And we're doing the whole primetime under thing again. Under 46.5 for the full game. And then also Mr. Harrison Butker over 1.5 field goals at -130. Now, I want to make this clear. The bet that I took was listed as Chiefs team field goals over 1.5. It was priced at -130. Butker was priced at -135, -140 on other books. But this book was offering me Chiefs team field goals over 1.5 -130. So I took it. If Butker gets hurt and the punter comes in and knocks them down, we're still going to cash. But both of these defenses, I think, are a little underrated, in my opinion. The Falcons D, they forced 4 turnovers already this season. They're giving up less than 20 points per game. And they have not given up very many trips to the red zone, just 2 red zone trips allowed to the Steelers at home in week 1. They're only allowing touchdowns on 28% of red zone trips. The Chiefs not converting very often. They're only scoring touchdowns on 40% of their trips to the red zone. That number is probably going to drop on the road as well. First road games for Mahomes and company this year, facing a pretty solid defense. And again, obviously without Pacheco, no Kareem Hunt either. It will be Carson Steele, Samaje Perine, and Keontae Ingram patrolling the backfield for the Chiefs. So makes them much more one-dimensional. I think they're going to be okay because that one dimension is the best man to ever throw a football. So I think the Chiefs will be fine. I don't know about covering the spread, but I think this stays under. I think the Chiefs utilize their kicker. These 2 of my favorite plays on Sunday.
Nice. Mr. Marcio?
Yeah, I'm going with the biggest narrative of the week that the Ravens can't go 0-3 on the year or on the season. It's hilarious. It's comedy. I love it so much. I love that. But Colby, the Cowboys were murdered. Cowboys were absolutely embarrassed in week 2 by the Saints. I could give 2 craps. The Ravens look terrible. They let Gardner Minshew carve them up. They let them come back and they lost week 2. They're 0-2 for a reason. Mistakes. They don't look hot. They don't look sexy. They don't look like the Ravens team that we thought we were going to see just kick off the year. Oh, but they were a toe away. Shut up. The narrative's just hilarious to me. I will be buying into the Cowboys once again tomorrow, and I will be doubling down from my minus 125 money line to whatever the plus money line is. That will be the price tomorrow. The Cowboys defense is legit. They showed us against the Browns. I'm not looking at week 2. I don't know what's going on in New Orleans. I don't trust that at all. It's not 2016. But Colby, Derek Carr in an election year. Go look at the stats. I don't care. That eyeliner, whatever he's got going on, it's cool, but it's not going to be cool for a couple more weeks. No, I just know he has really
the election year narrative is pretty crazy, though.
It's honestly
pretty
really
funny.
cool. It's really cool.
It is, yeah.
But the narrative that the Ravens can't start the season 0-3 is more hysterical than anything. They just can't. This is must win for them. Yeah, okay. Keep betting them. Keep doubling down on the Ravens, please, because they're on the road after getting embarrassed, while another team that got to stay home that was embarrassed got to regroup and gets the prep for this team that has no offense. Lamar's going to be running for his life tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, 2 things you mentioned, and I said this when I was talking about CD too. The Ravens can't stop a nosebleed through the air, dude. Their pass defense is really, really bad. And their secondary is getting thrown all over the place, and their offensive line is just really in shambles right now. They can't stop. They can't run the football efficiently, and they can't really protect Lamar. And last thing, you didn't say this, which I was a little disappointed. I said it yesterday, but where are they playing, Colby?
Jerry's World.
Jerry's World.
Where they put up almost 40 points a game a season ago. Well, it's not the same Cowboys, Colby.
Doesn't matter.
It's still the same quarterback, still the same stud wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
What else do I need to say? It's not the same offensive line. I don't care.
Sure it is.
I kind of like the Cowboys on the money line. I might end up tapping on that later tomorrow, especially because now it's minus 105. I hate that. Take the plus 1.5 or minus 115, but plus 1.5. I mean, fuck it, you know. Let's talk about this. I know you said you didn't want to talk about this game yesterday, but I'll go back and forth with Mr. Marcio about it. Chat, it's the Titans tomorrow, minus 1.5. Although, Colby, did you see that it's one of the, bye. Did you see that it's one of,
Palmer. She bit me.
Did you see that it's the second most ticketed spread and the second most bet spread from a money perspective as well on the Titans minus 2?
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't. I really don't care.
The public feasted last season on literally everything. It doesn't mean anything. It never does. Sure,
Well, but I mean,
the public, it works sometimes.
But this is all. It's not only the tickets because it's second in tickets, but it's also second in money. So they're getting pounded from a money perspective too.
Mm-hmm.
Just our comment on this too. It doesn't matter. The Ravens have the best rush defense in the NFL right now, but they have the worst pass defense. Dak's going to throw the ball everywhere. Doesn't matter. I have another spread, or not a spread. I have a total that I like that I booked already as well. I want to get y'all's thoughts on this. I like this over the Texans and the Vikings over 45.5. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. I know the Vikings defense is pretty good. I don't believe in the Texans defense quite yet. I think the Vikings are going to be able to move the football, dealing with Justin Jefferson, and Sam Darnold has been playing really well. And I think the Texans are going to score some points too. I lean with the Texans, but I fucking hate the Texans. So I'm just going to stick with the over. I know you mentioned you sprinkled that you like Texas money line. Did you guys both like Texas money line? Texas money line? Goats are muted.
You're muted, big dog.
Forgot to unmute myself. Yeah, we're both on it. I got minus 120. I think Colby got minus 130. What's it up to? Minus 135, minus 140. I think that's okay. I think the Texans roll.
And they dominated the Bears last week, and they still look bad. They definitely can regroup and adjust all the mistakes and penalties they had. They were never going to lose that game on Sunday night.
No. And yeah, I don't think they've even come close to their ceiling either offensively.
Oh, come on.
Right.
Come on.
I'm seeing the Texans at minus 125 on the money line. To be honest, if you like the Texans, if you like the Texans, I would just take the Texans minus 1.5, minus 110.
Yeah, probably.
What's the money line?
Minus 125.
It's only 2 cents. I'm definitely taking the money line.
No, it's not. Minus 110
versus minus 125.
Yeah.
I would take the money line 10 times.
That's
out of
15 cents.
I'm with you, Colby. I'm just
10 times out of 10. Why have that potential random score? You know what I mean?
Sure. Pay the juice, I guess.
The old
Pay the
score,
juice.
Tommy.
Yeah, the old
Origami,
score.
baby. Hey, and if they were playing the Bears, I would always pick the money line because the score's always going to be wonky.
Yeah, I like the over too, Austin. Last thing I forgot to mention this one. I don't know. Did I make a banner for this one? I don't think so. This was kind of a sneaky guy that I threw it. Oh, I did. So in this Browns Giants game, do it, checks. Give me the nastiness.
Oh,
Yeah, gross game.
That one felt real.
Browns Giants.
I got a prop though. Sneakily in the backfield for the Browns, Jerome Ford has been good. However, this man has come into town, and I love this guy when he played with the Titans. Give me Deonta Foreman over 41.5 rushing yards.
Plays?
He does. He plays for the Browns. They have no one else in the backfield. Their other two backups are not playing this week. 42. He had 42 carries last week. He also outrushed. He had more opportunities on the ground than Jerome Ford in this game. Yeah. Thanks, Kadar.
That's why you take the money line.
That's exactly.
Kadar, you have to bet that now. You have to bet that exact game correct score. You have
just
to.
take the over. Just take the over and don't think about it. Anyway, I like this one too. I have unit on this as well. I think Foreman has a chance to maybe get in the end zone too. I like this prop. I think the Giants are also fourth worst stopping the run in the NFL. Don't think they're going to get the job done tomorrow. All right, boys. Let's call it. We've had a good show today. Actually, real quick before we get out of here, let's cook a little. Can we just literally be chalky as hell and just do USC and Tennessee money line?
Yes.
Call it there.
No, can I say one thing about that?
Yeah,
I mean, the last time we did something like this didn't end well. Can we just not make it anything that we've talked about? Just make it player props or something.
I can't do.
No, you
Okay.
can't.
And I forgot. My bad.
I've got a free bet that I want to use.
Let's
You guys really
do.
don't.
Take the
You don't
dogs.
wanna-
Just take the dogs. Just take the dog spread. Take the dog spread.
I don't because then that if you guys
I'm on the-
Shaggy has teams on-
Or hear me out. We don't need to make a parlay and jinx anything we talked about.
Ooh. I actually have a parlay. Ready, SPJ? Do you want it?
yes,
Three
give it
legs.
to me.
3 legs,
Okay.
all money lines. It's actually
Okay.
like fairly scrumptious. Where is it?
I love fairly scrumptious.
Kansas on the money line.
When does that game start? Like now?
Yeah, that's like
Now.
Like right meow?
Yeah, right now.
Can we pick
Kansas on the money
something
line.
that is a little later so I can post it?
All right, Utah on the money line.
Hang on.
SMU on the money line.
Utah? Hang on. Whoa.
Utah's at 3:00 Central.
Why does it always bring up Utah State first when I typed in Utah? Like why?
1 second, Freddie. We're cooking a parlay. 1 second.
He's like, Dad, the fuck? What time does that game start, Jax?
Uncle Tone
three-
says
three
Florida money line.
3
Oh,
Central.
It's Billy Napier fire day.
3 Central for Utah.
Utah.
over-
All right,
over-
Utah money line. I got you.
All right.
Okay.
4:00 Central. We'll take SMU over TCU.
Okay. SMU. Okay. Money line.
Yep.
Or plus 2.5.
Now do the money line. They're at home. They're gonna win outright.
All right.
And then because we took that money line, we're gonna just throw in the Vols money line, Tennessee money line, nice and juicy, whatever it is, don't care. And that'll be, gosh, that's gonna be probably like plus 400, plus 400.
Plus 472.
There you go. That'll do.
I guess the job done.
Yay!
All right, you heard it here first. Utah
Don't
money
put a
line,
lip in,
SMU
brother,
money
and have
line,
yourself
Tennessee
a
money
day.
line.
VOLS, VOLS.
I just booked it, Shax. Thank you.
Let's do it. Let's ride.
All right. Appreciate you guys for stopping by for your BetSpresso in the morning time. Thanks, Mr. Marcio, for hanging out with us. Wasn't expecting you to be here today. Appreciate you. Let's go.
I had nothing else to do.
It's tough.
I would have asked you to come on the show, but you don't come on Saturdays. Otherwise,
Well,
I was letting you enjoy your day off.
I usually just try to get the writing out of the way, and then I was like, I ate, and I was like, oh, they're on. And I was like, I eat fast, so I'm like,
Did you already do your radio hit, right?
That was pre-recorded on Thursday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
All right, go follow Shags, go follow Colby, follow myself. We'll be live with you guys tomorrow for Gridiron Gang in the morning time. It's 11 Eastern, 10 Central, right back here on the channel. If you're not following us on the channel, please feel free to do so. We have 7 followers away from 2,000. So get involved right here on Twitch. If you're watching us on YouTube or on X as well, we appreciate the follow. We appreciate the support. Go check out bettingnews.com for sports betting info for free. It's free. Costs you nothing to go to the website and check it out. Free.com. Free.com. Get involved. Appreciate you guys for being here. Have a great rest of your Saturday.
Come on, I
boys.
just saw your DM. Let's go. Avery Johnson, anytime. I got to get out to Utah. I got a game to play.
Uncle Tone, be sure to message me on Twitter so we can get your mug. Appreciate you guys so much for the follow and the support. Have a great Saturday, and we will catch you on the next one. You guys came for the winners and you stayed for the vibes. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the
Now I know y'all be loving this shit
what you
right
know
here.
about rolling
What you gonna do?
rolling
What you gonna do now?
down in the rolling
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
what you know about